A very good morning to all my dear students. Welcome back to your maths class after your half-yearly exams. In our previous classes, we have covered chapter number 5, decimals. Let's move forward with our syllabus. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 6, angles. The topics which we are going to study today are point, line, ray, line segment, difference between line, ray and line segment, relation between points and lines, parallel lines, perpendicular lines, intersecting lines and coplanar lines. Point. A point is the smallest shape in geometry. It has no length and breadth. Points are represented by capital letters such as A, B, C and D. Line. A straight figure having no endpoints is called a line, such as AB, RS and PQ. A line is represented by two capital letters such as AB, RS and PQ. The points AB, RS and PQ are selected to name the line. The arrows on both the ends show that the line can be extended to any length in both the directions. The lines are written as AB, RS, PQ and a small line just above each name. Ray. Ray is a part of line with an originating point. It means a ray has one fixed point and extends to other direction endlessly. The ray is written as AB, where A is the originating point and B is another point taken to name the ray, but the line extends beyond B to any length. In the same manner, we write the ray MN and QR as well. The ray can be represented or named as AB, MN, QR with a small ray just above it. Line segment. A line segment is a part of line which has two definite endpoints such as EF, LM and ST. These all are line segments. These line segments can be represented as EF, LM, ST and a small bar just above these names. Now let's study the differences between line, ray and line segment. Line has no endpoint. Ray has one endpoint. Line segment has two endpoints. Line has an infinite length. Ray has infinite length in one direction. Line segment has definite length. The length of a line cannot be measured. Length of ray cannot be measured, but length of a line can be measured. The line is represented as AB having two arrows on each end. Ray can be represented as AB having one arrow at one end, while line segment can be represented as a line having no arrows at any end. Now, relation between points and lines. N number of lines can be drawn through a point. The lines which pass through the same point are called concurrent lines. Lines AB, CD, RS and PQ pass through the same point. They are concurrent lines. If three or more points lie in a straight line, they are called as collinear points. Points P, Q and R are collinear points since they lie on a straight line. 3 points which do not lie in the same line are called non-collinear points. Such as here you can see 3 points point P, Q and R. The point P and Q lies on the line A and B, but R doesn't lie on the same line. Whereas point P and R lies on the line C and D, but Q doesn't lie on the same line. And point R and Q lie on the line E and F, but P doesn't lie on the same line, which means that points P, Q and R do not lie on the same straight line. Therefore, they are non-collinear points. What are parallel lines? Two lines on a plane surface which never meet each other are called as parallel lines. The distance between parallel lines always remains the same. For example, as you can see here, lines PQ and RS will never meet because the distance between these two lines is the same at every point. So, lines PQ and RS are parallel. Parallel lines are represented as PQ parallel to RS. You can see some real life examples of parallel lines like railway tracks, edges of your book, your ruler, your blackboard, etc. What are intersecting lines? When two or more lines meet each other at a point, the lines are called as intersecting lines. For example, in this image, you can see that lines QT, RU and PS intersect at point O. The lines QT, RU and PS are called as intersecting lines. All of them meet at point O. Therefore, point O is called as the point of intersection. Here you can see some real life images of intersecting lines. Perpendicular lines. When two lines, rays or line segments intersect each other at right angle, which means that if they form 90-degree angle with each other, then they are called as perpendicular lines. Here in this image, lines PQ and RS meet at point T and form an angle of 90 degree at the meeting point. So, lines PQ and RS are perpendicular lines. In another image, you can see that rays OX and OY meet at point O and form an angle of 90 degree at point O. Therefore, OX and OY are also perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular lines are represented as this symbol. So, we can name these images as lines PQ is perpendicular to RS and ray OX is perpendicular to OY. Here are some real life examples of perpendicular lines. Now, coplanar lines. What are coplanar lines? Two lines lying on a same plane are called as coplanar lines. For example, XY parallel to RS. Since these are parallel lines, they are never going to meet each other. But still, both the lines are lying on the same plane, therefore they are coplanar lines. In our another image, the two lines are intersecting with each other. Which means that they meet at some point and they also lie on the same plane. Therefore, these are also the coplanar lines. Now, in our third image, we are having two lines on two different planes. These two lines are never going to meet each other and they are also not lying on the same plane. Therefore, these are non-coplanar lines. Here are some examples. I hope you understood different types of lines which we studied today. See you in our next class. Take care and thank you.